This seems so, the quality is just not what I want, but we shall move. Is this better? Oh, I don't have a light. Just give me the lights. Hold on, let me ask Carlos or something. What's up, cookies? Hello, hello. I'm getting hold on real quick. I'm gonna get a tripod to put my light on. The light quality in this room is not up to par. Thank you. I need it for light. I don't know where my thing is. Thank you. Are you okay?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. Hello, y'all. Let me just get this going. Hold on. Oh my goodness. What happened? Hello, y'all. I'm just trying to get this light together because I'm using my old laptop today and I'm working from the bed because I don't want to go in the living room, but with better light. Okay. So much better. What's going on? I just wanted to chat with you guys. No video today because there's a lot of research that I want to do that I'm still not done with for the Runway recap, and Paris is still going as well, but I'll do a separate video for Paris. But I was like, you know what? Let's go live. I also wanted to share something with you guys about an update for YouTube that is coming up that I just want y'all to know about. What's going on in y'all's world? Drop a comment. Tell me what's going on. Ask me anything. Let me just write down a note though. I'll wait for more people to join. Thank you. I was so happy to meet you. Oh my gosh, y'all. I met InStyle PhD in real life at Tashira and Margot's taping of Just Us Pod, and it was such a treat. It was truly a treat because it's like you see each other online, or you see you see the words and the emails, then you meet the person. It's very different. It was very cool. I felt very calm and safe with you. We had a great conversation. Love you very much. That was so cool to meet you. Yeah. Yeah, that was a blessing that day for sure. I was like, oh my God, it's her in real life, in true form, looking as good as she do. Okay. I know that's right. Love you too. Oh my God. And who else was here for New York Fashion Week? Because I feel like a lot of people were in town and there was a lot going on. Who else got she called it the Fashion Week flu. Like all of us got like a little, not all of us, but a lot of us got a little sicky afterwards. Like I feel like my voice is just kind of coming back around. But also that could have been karaoke. Y'all saw when I was singing karaoke? Yeah, my voice ain't been right since karaoke night. Mm-mm-mm. Think this is actually the airy rugby top that I just posted on Instagram today. I'm partnering with them, but I have this also in the red and cream. Very cute, very cozy. I was like, oh yes, I'm gonna post that video today. Let me just wear it. We went really hard. It's not my fault. It's Tanya's, Monroe, Chi, Brittany. It's their fault because they said we had to come correct. So I was singing at the top of my lungs, and then Mina was there. I met Mina for the first time that day, and she can actually sing. And I was just like blown away. So, like trying to sing backup for her and just, rap it, it was just a lot. And my voice has not been the same since. Yes, I knew most of the words. Yes, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Had to show them, and my favorite song that I like to sing at karaoke is Shaka Khan. s- What's it called? I'm having a brain fart now. Sweet Thing. But Mina sang it, and I was just like, "You take it, because you can do this one justice." The dance moves. Oh my god. I had to do it. I had to do it. Let Me Love. Oh, that's a good one to sing too. Very easygoing. Let me know how to get loose and have some fun. Oh yes, especially like I think that Fashion Week here, from my perspective so far, it's a lot of go, go, go. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of FOMO and then rushing for things last minute. It's a lot of mind work. And a lot of body work too. I was so haggard at the end of all that, very tired. Definitely rested a lot afterwards, thankfully. But yeah, you have to have some fun at some point throughout all that running around and trying to keep up with everything happening. Send us the link. We need a cookie. Oh, listen, I want to do another karaoke jam. Like I want to do a karaoke night. That place that we went to, Miss Kim's, was really nice. Um, the rooms were really cute. The food was cute and it was good. Um, I don't know how much it was because Monroe actually gifted us that experience. That was not expected. She gifted that to us. So I don't know the price point for it, but I do think it was manageable, especially if like you have a nice group, like 6 or 7 people. Um, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you. You know, when it comes to the outfits, I was really lucky this time to have Christian offer so many pieces from his vintage archive company. And I felt like, you know, I don't think it would have really happened, but like, those moments where people kind of look similar in their outfits, I was like, this makes me feel super unique. Not a lot of people are into vintage Versace or talking about it right now. This is the perfect opportunity to introduce that brand of his and then show it. What you looking for? Is it underneath the scarf in here? Not the trap phone. Is it there? All right. Um, but I was like, I wanted to look unique in a way, but still like me. So I was like, oh my God, the blazers that he had. Y'all know I love blazers. I was feeling it. I had a good time. New Cookie from Be More Here. Love both vlogs. Thank you. I'm with you on the yawn and wanted to go to bed. I was so tired. Every night I just saw you in politics and fashion video. Oh my, I have so many people's video to catch up. I also need to, so I need to see Tashira's video. Brittany from Pockets and Bows posted her, and I felt so bad because mid trip or mid New York Fashion Week, her camera got misplaced and no one turned it in, and I was hoping and praying that at least somebody would come forward, be like, well, I have your SD card with the footage, but people aren't going to do right all the time. So I'm excited to see what she was able to piece together with what she had. But thank you so much. We did have a ball. Tashira and Frank in the city. Oh my God, they're so funny. They're so much fun. Frank had me in stitches. I wanted to spend more time with those two, but I did get a lot of time to spend with Brittany and Chi. That was really dope. So, it's always cool every fashion week to like reintroduce yourself to other content creators and like create a different type of bond. So that was really nice. Um, oh, thank you. I I To be honest, I am happy with myself, but I'm still feeling a little um because I don't want to say like a negative word because I'm not having a negative feeling, but I am having, I guess, a little bit of I'm in a little bit of an uncomfortable season still with our transition in the new apartment and our living arrangements with Carlos's mom and stuff. Like, while our relationship is top notch, it's still pretty nerve wracking to, have this situation and still try to figure out a way to create within this space when I had different plans of using the space and, introducing her to what I do and just like feeling comfortable with being home with someone else while recording. Like, I'm still trying to break that discomfort because before we moved here, I actually never really recorded anything with Carlos at home. I always did it by myself at home. So just like breaking a new um habit. I'm trying to create a habit of not feeling uncomfortable recording with someone home and like hearing me do my silly things, or I be talking to y'all, but y'all get to respond like days later. So it's like I'm talking to myself. And just getting around that is one thing. And then also just it's not like having a child, but it kind of is. My mom keeps saying that because we have to be mindful of preparing food for the three of us and making sure that she has her food and on time. And then, last week she fell in my bathroom, and thank God both of us were home. But it's like those are the moments where I'm just like, this is traumatizing. Like, oh my God, like, how do we make sure everything is safe proofed? And, just making sure that we, maybe ask more questions when she says she's not feeling her best. It's like, what do you mean you're not feeling your best? Is it just emotionally not feeling your best? Do you not feel best in your head? Like, it's all types of things going on. And I think that this is a really tough season to just like be okay with everything until the arrangements are able to change. So I'm happy with the last couple of weeks as far as like New York Fashion Week, getting a chance to see my mother and father and spending time with them at home and just resting up. Carlos and I are doing really good. I feel like we did have a tough time with this new situation, but I think it was more so because we were both scared. So like our communication got thrown off a little bit for a while, but I do think that we are super supportive of each other within this space and just like, okay, what do you need to get done today? What do we need to get done for her? Okay, I got this going on. This day I'm going to be able to be at home. You pull up this time. Can you come pick me up? Can you pick us up? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm 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 satisfied with that, but I'm still really uncomfortable, and I don't wanna get comfortable because the moments where, she had a traumatic experience in the bathroom. And it's weird because when she first got here, she said, she's not comfortable taking showers by herself, like when she's home alone. Like, she wants us home. And then for basically throughout Fashion Week and a little bit before that, she got really comfortable and was able to take showers on her own. And like at first I was like, okay, like, you sure? And let me just make sure I'm here for certain things. And then Fashion Week happened. Carlos also has a business to run. So we weren't really home that much throughout that time. So she got a lot of confidence doing certain things by herself. And then that happened, I think, last Thursday. And that comfort just went out the window. Like, we are not, she can't shower by herself. She can't do it while she by herself at home. You know, if there's something that she needs to reheat, it has to be reheatable in the toaster oven on waist level. I don't want her reaching above and doing the microwave thing. Like, now we're back at square one with the comfort or lack thereof of being able to just make sure we're here. the whole time, and just her being comfortable with even visiting other family members. Like, we just want her to be comfortable with that. So if she does want to leave and spend time with other people, she has to be comfortable with that. Like, I think anyone going through different phases of life, we're getting older, things change, health things come up. It's a transition mentally for her. Like, it's not just for us. Like, she's going through it too. Someone who was able to do so much on her own, worked up until last November, full time, using her hands, having a social life, to it all being stripped away because of health conditions and things. That's a mind, and she herself is transitioning and trying to understand what her life means to her now. So it's a lot. It's very heavy. But I think that I am good with keeping up on a certain type of schedule where I'm going out to work out in the mornings. I'm going to my office. I'm doing the work events that I need to do. I'm home and I'm cultivating, our you know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like I'm staying pretty balanced with like self-care and time to myself, but then also pouring into the situation when I can, which is every day. There's no days off, but let me read. I'm sorry. Uh and so much to come. Oh yes, you went to FIT as well. There were so many things that we could have talked about. That is true. New peanut butter cookie. That's funny. From Hot Ass Arizona. Okay, what's up? What's happening, Cassandra? Thank you for your care. Make sure you engage self-care. Yes, yes. And sometimes I catch myself pushing things off. Like, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym, but I gotta run back home. When I really want to be like, I'm gonna go to the gym and go get a pedicure real quick because these dogs look crazy. But I'm gonna do it on Friday. So it's like I have to keep a schedule. Like, I have to figure out when the pockets of time make sense. Yes, care, making sure I take time for myself. Definitely life changing. You see and experience things you never think you would. Sending you love and care, because I totally really, yeah. It's a lot. Like, there's certain visuals that I'm just like, okay, we're here. We are there. That is that. Yep, it's in there. It's in there. And when it did happen, when she fell the other day, it was really awesome to see how we responded very calmly. And Carlos just like slowly, just, hey, all right, that's okay. I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to put you here. I hand him the towel. Like, just different things where you're like, okay, we're handling this. Okay. We're not going to spook her. And making it's like a child when they fall. Like, you don't want to make it a big deal because they're gonna freak out, right? You just like, no, 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 you're okay. We're gonna get up. We're gonna talk about what happened. We're gonna figure this out, but we're just gonna sit down first. And then after we sat her down and situated her in a comfortable position, he was like, "Whew, I'm gonna go out. I need to smoke a joint. I need to calm down." Like, it traumatized him, and for him to recognize the ability to rebalance himself. Like, he needs to do what he needs to do to get back to ground level, because it definitely took us mentally out of place for a moment. It scared the shit out of us, to be honest. And do this too with my mama is such a challenging thing to go through. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I agree. Keeping a schedule definitely allows a certain level of normalcy. Are there other families helping you as well, or is this all on you both? Well, currently it is just us. The situation would have, so she was with her daughter, his sister, when they were living in North Carolina, and they decided to all move back to be closer to family. But in the midst of this move, they weren't able to find housing because they're just getting new jobs back up here in New York. And it's kind of tough to get a home in New York without pay stubs or showing proof of income from a certain employer. Like, you have to show that you actually work in, because his sister's in education. She's in education. She didn't start work until September, right? So they weren't able to get proper living arrangements and won't be able to get what they need to house everybody until November, December. I'm praying and hoping because we actually really don't know when it's going to change. So because we live in the Bronx and the rest of the family's in Long Island, it's pretty tough for anyone to come to the Bronx and for us to go all the way to Long Island, drop her off and get any help. Like it just doesn't work like that. So his sister's getting herself back on her feet. The kids are going back to school. She's starting her new job, trying to get things in order. They still have a home back in North Carolina that they need to figure out what they want to do with. And so there's a lot of moving, what's it called? There's a lot of things at play right now. So it is just all on us. And I'm praying for that to change sooner rather than later. I'm gonna be really honest with y'all. I am praying that it changes sooner because this is a very untraditional situation. We're not married. So, but the upside, the complete upside of this is that his mama and me and her, we are one of the same. Like we totally understand each other. We have a very good relationship. Like we can be really honest with each other. And yeah, that's my girl. Like if me and Carlos aren't getting along, like she'll be like, you need to respect her. You need to don't do that. Like her and I like this. So I feel like that is the saving grace of this whole situation, to be honest. Right? So praying that others are checking in. They're not, but my mama and them are. My parents are, and that's good enough for me. Um, Asking you if you're okay. You and Carlos seem like an awesome team, but those on the outside need to check on you both. They definitely do not. Well, they might check in with him. No one has checked in from that side for me. I don't know if it's because I feel I seem like a strong person to them or like they're afraid to ask me. So I'd be like, come help. You know what I mean? But my mama and my father and my people ask me. Y'all ask me, but not on that side. And that's unfortunate, but that's life. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't really know if I should expect that from them though, because I feel like everyone's overwhelmed. I'm fine. My people got me. My people got me. Okay. Um, we are working on the health aid situation too. So that with the like New York State and all that other stuff and the way that things kind of happen, I think that there's a lot of processes that we are working on that's going to take a little bit of time as well. Oh, thank you, 71K Brown. Just me, these moments make you truly appreciate the small things that you might have taken for granted before. You ain't never lie. Like literally, from Saudi Arabia. What are you doing awake, honey? Are you all right? Do you have insomnia? um, you're awake over there. Oh my God, thank you for joining. Um, I think for me, enjoying this city has really been a healthy space for me, or just like getting back in the gym, like more. It kind of sucks too because my dad said something about, he was like, I noticed like you take the long way home a lot more, and I'm like, yeah, I just want to enjoy my walk. Or enjoy my ride, or enjoy the route, because but also we moved to a totally different borough that I've never lived in before. And so like the east side of Manhattan and Harlem and now Bronx are all new territories that I'm getting to know in a different way. So it's like and I feel like I've done that every time I move to a different neighborhood in New York. I walk a lot, or I just take my time and just like look at a lot of things, inquire, go into stores. Like I really like to learn about the native neighborhood. So I think that this experience is also making me slow down a lot more outside for sure. Um, she doesn't want to be on your blog. I'm sure all the cookies want to send you both love and support. Well, I don't know. At first, I thought it would be cool to bring her on, but I'm also kind of hesitant to show her at all because of the dynamic of the rest of the family. Like, I don't really feel comfortable sharing too much of FaceTime with her, but she thoroughly enjoys the fact that like I'm involved in like the fashion industry and like all this stuff. Like, she's into it. She's into it. She gets it. So, but I don't know if they're if in the long run that will be something that I would want to. I don't know. I have to think about it. I have to think about it. Maybe I don't think she's ever actually watched like one of my YouTubes. The only thing I've ever really showed her was something I did recently for the Aura Foundation. I posted a reel on Sunday about um, production waste in the fashion industry, and I showed her that because I told her I was going to be filming in the living room and to just not telling her to be quiet, but just like, I'm gonna close your door because I'm about to be a little loud and rambunctious out here, and I'm gonna be recording and saying the same thing over and over until I get it right. And then when I finish, I was like, I'm gonna show you what I did. I edited the video and I showed it to her. She was like, "That's what you just did out there?" She was like, "First of all, I didn't even hear you because it's like the noise cancellation between the rooms is amazing. Thankfully, I learned that." Um, but she was like, "That was a really good video. Like, that's what you do?" I'm like, "Yeah." So maybe I'll show her a YouTube video and see what because I showed her, she's seen Cheese, she's seen me watching Janae's video before, and she was like, "Oh my God, they're so beautiful. Like, what are they talking about?" So she was interested, but I haven't really showed her I actually do not watch my own videos, guys. Like, after I edit it and I just make sure ain't no stupid shit going on in the video, like, no nipples are out and stuff. I just finish it and I post it. I rarely ever watch a video on here or on the TV. Like, I cringe. I am annoying to myself. I'd be like, why is they like that? Mm, I need to stop flaring my nose so much, like stuff like that. I can't watch myself back all the time. Like, some people really enjoy, I'm sorry, my eye feels itchy. Some people really enjoy rewatching themselves, and I get it. Carlos is like that. Oh my God, Carlos will rewatch his own videos. I can't. I be like, I heard it. I heard it when I said it. I don't need to, I'm good. She's fine. She can go ahead. I'll watch other people's stuff. They're scared. They probably are because I have definitely showed how strong of a person I am, and I do not hold back on the truth either. So when I see bullshit or anything, I call it. So I'm sure they're a little uncomfortable with approaching me on certain things, and that's fine. Boundaries, it's healthy. Um, I'm sure it's hard for Carlos because as a child, you're used to being taken care of, and now he's taking care of his mother. It's a big shift. Yeah, it's scary to see your superhero, having to take a knee, Your spirits will be, thank you. Thank you. Um, and I said, go visit your parents in Baltimore often. I will. I already spoke October. There has to be a window of time. I have to go home in October every month, please. And it's not so much like I would love for them to come visit here, but I do think it would be a lot of people in the apartment, and I don't know if I can handle that right now. Because sometimes when both of my parents are here at the same time, I be like, y'all have got to, someone, both of y'all take a corner. Please be quiet. Why are you nitpicking it? Why are you touching stuff? Please calm down. Why didn't you say you shouldn't eat dairy? Like, why? It's like children. So I feel like I don't know how I feel about everyone being in the house. My little cousin from Holland is going to be visiting us in December. So I'm interested in seeing how that works. We have a sofa bed, so like it'll be fine. But um maybe I want to work with like a hotel, and maybe I can get something for her and I during our visit. So it could be really like girls in the city weekend type of thing for her, so she could really experience New York a certain way. But we'll see. I'll work on that. Um, whoa. Well, it jumped. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I lost my spot. Mm-hmm. Everyone needs validation. Don't be hesitant to let them know when you're feeling overwhelmed. Thing is, it's like, what they gonna do when I'm telling them that? They ain't gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do nothing to help us. Child, they not. They give me something to keep our relationship close, because full-time caregiving is emotional and physical. Stay strong and pray. Thank you. You do have insomnia. When I had to care for my mom, I had to make an emotional adjustment as well. I had to accept the roles everywhere. She wasn't the physical strong mom I was used to. Oh, thank you, Linda. Yes, I try my best to make time. You will all find your way. Hang in there. Thank you, CD. The family may not be comfortable with that just yet. Give it time, and so it will happen naturally. We shall see. Hello, Vivian. Um, I love that she respects you and what you do. That's a blessing. It is cool, because at first I don't think she really understood what I was doing. But Fashion Week, like every day meeting to get dressed and like leaving the house back and forth, doing all this stuff. She was like, then she told me she saw Fashion Week on the news. I thought that was funny. She was like, I see it on the news. Like the people, are you with those people? I was like, girl, I don't even know. I don't even know where I'm at during Fashion Week. But yes, so it was cool. Okay, be right back. Yeah, Karen, what did you do to celebrate your birthday? Or maybe you talked about it. Honestly, I didn't do it. I went home to Baltimore for my birthday. I didn't want to make it a big deal. To be honest, I really would have preferred to be on vacation in a hot land far away from here. But we couldn't, right? So I went home to my parents and I slept. I slept. I saw my little god babies. I saw my best friend. I hung out with my father's side of the family. We went through my grandmother's storage unit. She has passed, but I didn't really want too much from this storage unit. Like I didn't really know what I don't be wanting nothing, y'all. I was just like excited to see my family because I haven't seen everyone in a really long time, and an interesting and spiritual situation happened. So when the storage unit was opened, I was very overwhelmed because I felt like everyone else knew what was like in boxes or in crates, and everyone was like on a mission to look for certain things. But I was just like, if I see something that reminds me of my grandmother, like wholeheartedly, like I remember her using a specific notebook, I'll look into it. But like I'm just enjoying everyone's energy. And the first thing that I saw was this yearbook from a high school. Some of y'all from Baltimore might know, Edmondson High School. And I was like, who went to Edmondson? So I opened up the book and I saw this like there were hearts and circles around certain people, certain signatures, and then I saw M. Gray was in this someone from our family, but it was spelled with an E, not an A. So I was like, okay, who's M. Gray? And they were like, oh, Martha was our grandmother, Martha Gray. And I was like, y'all sure? Like, is our last name spelled correctly in this? Or it's like, are we wrong? Is this right? And then they was like, wait, 1971, that's not Martha. Our grandmother wasn't in high school in 1971. And then it clicked for them. Their Aunt Carolyn, whom I'm named after, is her original name was Mabel. And did I tell y'all this? I feel like I told y'all. Anyway, but it was Mabel. It was Aunt Carolyn's sophomore high school um, yearbook. And that was the first time I actually saw like a real picture of her from childhood. And I had no idea that her name was Mabel. She changed her name legally to Carolyn, and that's the name that I have, obviously. And then I found another book randomly from Manhattan College. And within this book are several of Carolyn's stories, short stories about times that she was mugged. So my Aunt Carolyn was their favorite aunt. My great aunt Carolyn was their favorite aunt on my father's mother's side, her little sister. And she was the person who really brought a lot of culture into the family, listened to all types of music. She was an artist herself. She had decided at a young age after high school that she would move to New York. She also came down with lupus. And during that time, there wasn't a lot of information on lupus, not a lot of research was going on. And she had also dated this young man named Larry, a young white Jewish man who was also into, trying to help her out with this lupus situation and experimenting with, not when I say drugs, I don't mean like shit you get on the street, but just like different research drugs going on. And, throughout her time trying to figure out how to get better, she became blind. So one of the short stories in the book was about a time that she was mugged on the street for a measly $3 and how all these other things happened. So it was so cool that those are the two main things that I gravitated to. I also found several records of hers that had Braille. So she knew what record it was that my father was looking for, from Stevie Wonder, Jill Scott Heron. I found some Michael Jackson records in there, um, Pink Floyd, and I made sure like my father would get those things. I don't have a record player, but I figured he would want those things. Um, and then I found a book from my grandmother. She used to write in these tiny little booklets in the smallest handwriting. And I found a notebook from a time in my family's life that was one of the darkest times in all of their lives, when my grandmother was basically a part of a cult. And I'm not going to go into detail because it's pretty heavy. And I don't think my aunts are pretty open about it to us, but I don't know other than that. But there was a time where my grandmother made really bad decisions with her children and the relationship and spiritual relationships that they had. And it was some form of like a Black Panther situation, but it wasn't the Black Panthers, it was something else. And the notes that she wrote on a daily basis as one of the sergeants of this cult were really eye-opening, really interesting, and you know, confirming of a lot of their memories. And I found it, I read a lot of notes through it, and my father was like really shook about some of the notes that I was reading off there. He said, I can't believe she wrote about that person. I can't believe she wrote about this time. My father got into so many fights when he was young, just off the strength of what they were doing as a family or just being picked on as a kid, and how my aunt Tony and him were really rebellious against this cult that they were in, and she would notate it a lot. It was just a very interesting thing. And it was literally like the notebook was like this big, okay? And I read it. It was basically a small calendar, and I knew I was going to find something that was going to be really heavy or just super meaningful, and I did. So that happened during my birthday weekend, and then I came home, just kind of like got my bearings. I was a little sick, and then Mama Chella fell last Thursday, and that wasn't fun. And then Saturday, Carlos took me out. I got a new MacBook. Yes, I did. It's this one. I was going to show y'all my birthday haul, but I'll show you anyway. I got the new one. I love it. It's amazing. I'll be able to run multiple programs at once and it not blow up in my lap. So got a new MacBook. And then today I went to an event at Bergdorf with Chloe, Jerry, who's a personal shopper and an amazing person. She invited me to their breakfast this morning. So I went there, and then afterwards I bought something with her, and I also will share that. But I wanted to get a pair of nice boots, and then I also wanted to get a set of rings from Spinelli. So maybe I'll go this week. But the most chill birthday ever. That's all I wanted. I didn't want to be bothered. I wanted to go to the spa, but I'm waiting till I completely feel 100%, because when you get a massage, Sometimes it messes you up even more if you're feeling a little funny in your body. I don't got time for all that. So I'm a wait. I'm a wait. Um don't be so strong that you don't ask for assistance. You don't want to burn yourself out. You right about that. You are right about that. Thank you. How do we feel about YSL show? Love me some YSL. I actually really loved it because the menswear pieces throughout the first half of that show, they literally all look like the Yves Saint Laurent, like the actual man, the legend, the designer. They all literally looked like him. And I really liked the layers of the other form-fitting dresses. And I liked the boho chic that they did with Edge. To me, was a little bit like a darker metallic version of Chloe, but it's very YSL. It's very on brand. I love the set of the show as well. Beautiful. Like the gold with the they know color. They do color very well. I loved it. I loved it. But literally, that is they just replicated Yves Saint Laurent with a little bit of a looser fitting suit. And I'm excited for it. I love suiting so much. I see a ring in the very near future. I don't mind having a ring, but I discussed with Carlos, I don't think I actually want to be legally married. I would rather be married in the eyes of God, like have a special ceremony, but I don't really want to go I don't want all that. I think I realized I don't want to legal I don't need it. But we agreed that we would have rings as a what's it called? As a symbol of our union. But we consider ourselves like in a civil union and stuff. I was like, we don't have to do all that. We don't gotta do because like you don't know. I just rather have okay. But I would love to have the symbolism and a ceremony and a small reception. Literally. But I don't need that legal stuff. I want I'm gonna keep my stuff together. You know what I'm saying? It's just something I thought about it. I don't want the legal thing, but we know that we are each other's like we feel this life partnership for sure. But I think it's my choice because I told him that he was like okay, and I'm like yeah, I'm fine there. I'm fine with that. That's what I want. Just want to let you know you're one of my. Oh, thank you. Thank you, pretty girl loves trap content. Okay, I know that's right. That's your alma mater. You went to Edmonton. Oh, I know that's cool. That's so. I love that. My aunt Mabel went there. Thank you. I did not buy any towels yet. So there was a complete halt on buying home goods because of Fashion Week. Now I'm getting back into the realm of it and we'll be purchasing things in the next couple of weeks for sure. That's so funny you asked about towels. That's funny. Um shit. Oh, listen. After every life change, there are lessons we need to learn about ourselves. I'm confident you will emerge from this. Oh, I am. It's every day there's an evolving feeling. So yes, I agree. Oh, thank you. I love that. Fashion done right. Sorry for the noise. It is very noisy around here. You're a tribute to Miss Mabel on IG. Oh, thank you. Yes, for my birthday post. I was like, I feel like I've told this story. I wrote this story a bit. Yes. Yes, I did. Because I really be feeling like I am her. There's a lot, like I have deja vu a lot in certain parts of the city. Like she lived on Park Avenue. I lived on Park Avenue in Brooklyn. She worked in Wall Street area. I've worked on Wall Street area. Like there's just certain things that I feel that I've relived in a weird way that I'm just like, oh, this must be Carolyn's situation. And yeah, it just I really also feel that she's with me physically a lot when I'm out and about. Like today, a really creepy thing happened on the train. Like this guy was kind of like, I don't know, like he looked like he was trying to just get money out of people, just I don't know, like donate something, but he was by himself. He didn't have any um what's it called? He didn't have any paperwork or anything. And he came up to me and held the train door open. And he was like this, like he wanted to fist pump. And like for me, there's certain things that I do just to make sure people stay calm. And I fist bumped him. I was like, what's up? And he was just like, oh, something, something, something. Can you donate $31? I was like, I'm sorry, I don't have it. He was like, oh, okay. And then the doors tried to close and he jammed it back open. I'm like, and my taser is deep in my bag, okay? And he's like, can I talk to you? And I was just like, oh, I'm sorry, like, sorry, so sorry. And he's like holding the door open again, like he's holding the train up. He was like, do you got a man? And I was just like, yeah, I do. He was like, oh, okay. So like you don't want to talk? I was like, no. And I was getting scared the more he was asking me these questions. And I was just like, no, it's okay. And I feel like there was just like this check that he got that just be like, okay, back off of this one. And I just feel like that's Aunt Carolyn. I don't know. You know what I mean? Certain things I'm just like, that was nothing but God and Aunt Carolyn, because I didn't know how I was gonna get rid of him or how I was gonna defend myself if he like touched me or tried to snag something of mine. Um, you should on IG. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Think wedding bells. We'll have a ceremony, girl. Do you agree with critics who say Gucci is boring? I think that the collection had some really amazing pieces. Love the coats, but there's a lot of dull feelings that I have about what I see on the runways, and also the weight of things. Some of this stuff looks like it's for fall. And that don't add up to me. Even Alaya. These are notes that I was going to share in my video of recap, but the weight of certain things, I'm just like, this ain't for spring, summer. What is going on? But I wasn't really floored by Gucci. Love the colorway, love the texture of some of the things. But it's a lot of the same basic silhouettes, not reimagined in any special way. Um, but it looked luxe. It looked like really great structure and material. Um, but I cannot remember a lot from it, and that says a lot. It didn't really stick out. You know what I'm saying? Marriage is whatever you want. Why not if you don't mind sharing? I just don't want to share certain things. Like legally, I just don't. And I feel like we're both really great independent people. And I like how we come together in our space. But just like legally binding, I just don't want certain things. I don't want to be legally binded to certain things. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Like the first property I want to buy, I just want it to be mine. Like whatever we cultivate within the space of our careers, it's his. It's mine. It's separate. We can come together and build a contract on certain things together and have it as a partnership, but I don't really feel the need. I want to get married. Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And also, I feel like I don't want to say too much, but I feel like some people get married just because they want to tick it off. And then I don't see a certain, well, it's not for me to measure. It's not for me to measure. But the reality is, y'all know I'm a good read of energy and people. And I think that sometimes people get married just to check it off. And then there's this happiness that is lacking, or there's a certain union that is lacking, or sometimes I even feel like the wedding day, it's not about both people, it's about one person more than the other. And then I feel like a lot of people sacrifice certain things in this day and age for marriage, and I'm just like, no. No, it just seems like a lot of people lose themselves in certain aspects. I don't know. There's something about it that just doesn't seem like I need to really have. I don't need it. I hope that makes sense. And I hope I'm not coming off too judgmental off of other people's, but sometimes I do think that um, marriage is something that people do to make themselves feel that their relationship is valid. And I don't need it. I think that me and him are super valid with each other where we're at. But I also am a realist. And if shit hits the fan, I want to be able to bounce no problems. Divorce is expensive, honey. You know? So that's the other part. That's the other part. Hmm. Was mine is mine, was yours is yours, was ours is ours. Like we can have ours together too. But we gonna have contracts. I'm gonna need a contract for everything. It's just how I am. But do I make sense? I enjoy your behind the scenes and fashion. Thank you so much. I am yes, I really want to continue through the vein of how I did it. Yes. I want to keep that going. I just want to see how you would style a wedding. I do have concepts of how I would have a ceremony. It would be really romantic, a lot of florals, monochromatic, sleek and chic. I have a lot of ideas. But I would really like to have a ceremony, but the ceremony would have to be super small, very intimate, and with people who really uplifted our relationship and like love our love. And if I don't feel that, there's no invite. You are not invited. You are invited. Like it's gonna give that energy. I wear I hate when this thing jumps. Hold on, give me a minute to read through a lot more of this. I'm not really married. I actually think marriage might ruin the wonderful relationship. Yeah, totally understand that, Wendy. 23 years together, and I'm not married. It's good like this. Okay, see, so all right. See, it works for some. Works for some people. Okay, I never wanted a legal marriage either. And this year, my man and I celebrated 20th happy year. Oh my God, congratulations. I love home content. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, yes, good. I see a very prominent influencer wearing stark white in the fall as a fashion faux pas, but she doesn't think so because she's British. I love white throughout the year. I truly do. I prefer ivory all year round. White, for some reason, I'm like, it just attracts dirt no matter how you do it. But I personally love ivory all year round. And I did have a hard time wearing white shoes because of that movie Serial Mom and wearing the white stuff after Labor Day. But I've in the last year or so have breaking out of the shackles of that fear of that lady finding me. And I wear white shoes now. Yes. Okay. But I think it's fine. Let's break the rules, honey. Remember, sales are coming up, so take advantage for the discounts to furnish. That's why I feel like I'm good with the timing of buying home goods. I'm not rushing into it. You know what I'm saying? Hey there, hey, daughter of Zion. What's going on? Just jump the broom. We could jump the broom. We could jump the broom, but it don't gotta be legal. You know what I'm saying? The government don't need to get involved. They can mind their government, you know? It's usually like that when you have a namesake too. That's true. That's true. Are you still offering styling services? No, not at this time. I cannot really offer much of my time like I used to because of the pipeline of work that I have. And also, I am working on Noir Bud, my original business, my CBD brand, and getting it back to an onward of where I want it to be by next fall. So, I don't want to overcommit myself to individuals where I cannot show up in the way that I would want. So I have definitely paused the styling services. However, I know that there's some people that I've worked with in the past where we have one-offs, but it has to make sense, or like it can't be, I got this thing next week and I need help. I'm like, you're not gonna stress me out. I can't do it next. I don't even have an opening this week. So like if it makes sense in time frame, yes, if I've worked with you before, but I don't want to overcommit to people right now. And I know I'm not gonna be able to show up like I need to for them. Oh, you love the New York? Yes. The brown shorts you wore look great. Thank you. That was actually from Christian's archive. Thank you. Sure, you missed the doggy part. I don't miss them dogs. I don't miss them dogs. And you know what's crazy? It's actually really noisy where we live, and I'm fine with it. I prefer this noise, a bunch of trucks over them dogs. Thank you. Wear your AirPods. That's how I ignore the crazy people. And today was the one day I didn't have my headphones. You have to be on a high alert on the trains these days. I know, no eye contact, because that's when they go up to you. I can imagine that you walk these streets with and find out the vibe. What you mean? Say that again. Rewrite that for me, please. You know I'm a little slow. Yes, I thought was the only one, but some of the Runaway clothes looked like cold weather season. It's so heavy. There's a lot of texture. And I'm like, girl, what weather? We're gonna be sweating bullets. Hey Marva. I feel you on just the same way. That's exactly how I feel. Legally brings the state in. Yep. Just ordered my first Burning Black with handbook because of you. I think his stuff is beautiful. I have a suede. I think the name of the bag is Sophia. I don't know if they make it anymore, but that's my favorite bag that he's ever made. Too easy to get married, too messy to get divorced. Wise choice. Even if you don't get married, you need these things in writing because down the road, family can get crazy. Exactly. That's why I'm like, I need a contract on everything that's like, that needs a contract, that would typically need a contract. Facts on marriage check. Yeah, so true. It's not for everyone. You do make sense. Your life, your choices. Thank you. Marriage is what you make it. I love my husband, but I don't think it's for everyone. Like, if you don't want it, you don't need it. It jumped again. Dang it. Hold on. Okay. Along with all the warm and fuzzies, folks can sometimes not be aware that the marital contract is business. Yeah. For someone who grew up in a marriage household, I thought you would feel gun ho about marriage. So my parents are legally married, and they do things legally together, but also legally individual as well. Um, to be honest, I don't think for a very long time my parents were fit for marriage with each other. I had advised them at a young age that they should have divorced. But their marriage is none of my business. Now I think it makes sense for them to be together because they've been together for so long. They understand each other. But I did feel for a very long time that they were not fit for each other. They clashed a lot, and that also had an impact on me as a child. I felt the weight of their happiness on me as a child for a very long time, and it took a lot of therapy for me to release that. But their marriage, I think I've had great examples for marriage. They unfortunately were not a good example, right? But um I think in this day and age, I think from what I've seen my friends' marriages, my mentors' marriage, my my family and their marriages, and I just came to the decision. I'm just like, I don't really think I need to do it legally. I'm gung ho about loyalty and commitment. And I'm also gung ho about healthy relationship, healthy communication, um, evolving. I'm also gung ho about two individuals coming together and creating a world together, but also staying as individuals. Um, that's what I'm big on. Do what makes you happy and not what is expected from your family, friends, or society. Thank you. Don't feel the need to explain that part of life. It only needs to make sense to you. As a 63-year-old woman who was married, that divorce was a nightmare. You're wise beyond your years. Thank you. I got married at the city hall and it was the best decision for us. Yes. If you don't want to get married, that's your choice. You don't have to explain or justify your decision. You can most definitely put things in writing without getting the state involved. I've been married for almost 20 years and it reminds of Carlos, and it's a partnership with no losing who you are. Dang it, it keeps jumping. I don't like when that happens. It makes it feel crazy whenever it jumps. Winter white is cool, but stark white is weird. I feel you on 100% on small, intimate ceremony of those who really loving your love. I couldn't aid more with one. They love to honk their horns over here. Serial Mom, the movie, traumatized me. That woman was crazy, okay? And it was filmed in Baltimore. It was filmed by John Waters, who was one of our old neighbors when I was a baby. Like, it was just too real and close for comfort to me. Like, I just was like, they gon', she gon', she's gonna know. Wear whatever colors you want. I wear white all year round. Amazon Day is coming. Then I might wait to buy this chair that I saw on there. Okay, I understand bigger and better things coming. Carlos, they're doing good. They're doing good. We had a little scare last week, but we're fine. Just a little scare. It's all good. Super random. Do you have or can you do video on styling white shoes? I actually do have a video on styling white shoes. I do. You felt the weight. I get it. Oh my God, I advised my parents to divorce when I was very little too. I was like, y'all have got to do something better with yourselves. This is not okay. Like they would argue. It would be really bad. I would be like, y'all gotta go. Y'all should have never been married. What is going on? Y'all don't belong together. This is ridiculous. And as children, you think it's your fault because they're together for you. But it's not. It's not a child's fault. But like you have to really work through that. Kind of traumatizing. I ain't gonna lie. Like they traumatized the shit out of me. Being in New York, you can't have an overly friendly vibe. So essentially, I feel like you're a tough New Yorker. Yeah, and it's funny because like I feel like I look like I'm not friendly, but apparently people be coming up to me all the time and like telling me their whole business. And I'm just like, I thought I looked like a bitch. Why does that not read? Apparently not. It's annoying. Caregiving is tough. Allow yourself grace with however it's making you feel. Yes. How did you guys meet? We met at a friend's birthday party. We went to 3 different birthday parties with mutual friends, and it was at the 3rd birthday party that he actually asked me for my number. No, 2nd birthday party, he asked me for my number. He ain't do nothing with it. It was the 3rd birthday that we saw each other again, and I was like, "What's up?" And then he took me out the very next day, and we've been stuck together ever since. Since 2017. Sometimes I tell him I want to get married because if he ever if he is ever on a ventilator, I want to be the one to decide when to pull the plug. I don't want anyone else to think they have input. There's like you can get power of attorney or right that you can get that in writing. What people would want to honor them. I do think it's important to have those conversations for sure. You got married at 41 and it was the best decision because we both mature, communicate, laugh, and respect personally. Exactly. And I do think like if that changes, if my perception changes on the legalities, I'm totally open to it. You love Serial Mom. It's a good movie. Weird, but good. Get a legal trust. Yes. What's the story about not wearing white after Labor Day? I wear whenever, but I get comments about breaking rules. I don't know who created the rule, but I know that we are breaking it from time to time. I don't know. And they break it in fashion too. Are you planning of going to Cape? I do want to go to Copenhagen for the next fashion week. Yes. But I'm also terrified. I don't know why. It's not like I haven't traveled overseas by myself before, because I definitely have. I need to just put on my big girl panties. I have a lot of anxiety, social anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety about going different places and eating different foods and getting sick from it. Those are my anxiety. I have social anxiety and food anxiety. So therefore, I have trouble wrapping my head around travel sometimes. Sometimes. Marriage is definitely a personal decision. I'm legally married and I get it. I'm happy with that. My husband and I made an individual spiritual commitment with God. That's been a major key for us. I love that. A healthcare proxy is necessary too. That makes sense. Didn't know that was the name of it. I thank you for sharing that. Healthcare proxy. Um, Married my next door neighbor 32 years ago. Been together for 41. What? We were married in the judge's chambers. I love that. You got married at 40. I love this. POA or health proxy. Power of attorney or health proxy. Stephanie, exactly, because I had one for my mom and because it can get messy. It's like we're using our time together here to prepare for the afterlife. That's comforting. But I totally get your POV. Got to do what's for you and the life you want to live. That's key. Finally catching a line. When I met you, gave a warm welcome. Oh, thank you. Oh, hi, Nicole. Would you do a meet and greet? Yes. I was looking for you at Monroe's meet and greet. I missed it. And I was actually really pissed off that I missed it. I don't want to talk about it. I feel like there's so many things going on all the time. And when I realized that I missed information, like I almost missed the recording of Tashira's podcast because, and I think the reason is because I've been doing this thing. I post on social media and I kind of run. Like I don't really tap in a lot. I have to go and search. And then when I go and search, sometimes it's too late. I catch the news too late. But I have not been scrolling a lot on social media this year. Like I've been engaging with my community, posting on my platform type of thing, and then checking in on things. But I haven't really been like I don't doom scroll anymore. But I feel like because I don't scroll like I used to, I miss a lot of information on events. And then I like see it happen. I'm like, that was happening today. Why ain't nobody tell me they was going? So I've been telling my friends that, and they'll remind me like, you going to this? Where I'm like, now I am. I just found out about it today. What was your favorite fashion show? So far, my favorites have included. See, that's the thing. It's pieces from fashion shows that I'm really in love with, but not the full show. Like I love moments from Tory Burch, Sergio Hudson. I love moments from Bottega. Y'all know I'm a hoe for Bottega. I'm really looking forward to Loewe. I'm really looking forward to Dries Van Noten because it's going to be a new creative director. Zankov, I love pieces. I really love pieces from Diotima. Oh my God. Um, but it's very piecey for me. It's not full collection. However, YSL was pretty close for me. I did love most of it, even though a lot of it looked the same. I did enjoy my time with it. Um, but yeah, I'm working on the research and how I roll that out. Um, the issue with relationships is that people don't respect change. As human beings, we naturally change every 5 years. That's pretty valid. The Zankov show was beautiful. Okay. Were you with your mom, Stephanie? Were you with your mom? What were you wearing, please? Because these little things, I can't see the pictures here. What were you wearing at Tashaura's event? I'm really good with that type of memory. Um, come to New Orleans. Baby, I could come to New Orleans. I want to go to all the haunted places in New Orleans. Is that bad? Like I want to go and I want to feel things, but I want to leave it there. I don't know if I'm spiritually strong to do that yet. Um, but I do want to go to New Orleans. Have you thought about hiring a part-time assistant or an intern to help with social media? Yes, but I want to see my partnerships and monies come through in a consistent basis so I can confidently say I can have someone work with me for a year. Cause I ain't gonna have somebody's livelihood on my table and I ain't gonna be able to pay for their livelihood or what they depend on me monetarily for. I need to be able to afford them for a year in advance confidently. And until then, I will not hire someone. But I know a lot of people would do it part-time, but I'm just like, I don't want it part-time. I want a team full-time and being able to say, I can pay this person every week or bi-weekly or whatever our agreement is for a year. Like I can foresee a year. Like I got you, you know? Why I thought of the lie was frozen. I was in deep thought because I'm um how do you feel about throwing things out after a year, especially when fashion revolves over time? Well, that's the thing. Some things I do buy on impulse, and those types of things I can see. I get to a point where I'm like, you know what? Dang, I don't really feel like this is me anymore after a year, right? But excuse me, I've been trying my best to not do that. Like even today, I bought something that I had been thinking about for quite some time. And I've been looking at different styles for a couple of weeks now. And I bought the option that I picked because of the design of it. And for me, I was like, you know what? Over time, this is more timeless. This is more classic because I'm not spending money on things where I'm going to be over in a year. Like I need to see longevity. I need to see that I have similar, like I've bought things in the past that are similar to it. And that to me is like I really have a connection to this particular silhouette and design. It's always been something I've been into. I'm going to invest in something that is sturdy and that will last me years and years and years. So when it comes to it after a year, that's only going to happen if I was impulsive and wasn't thinking about it. But I've been buying things in a format that I've always seen myself in certain pieces from even when I was in college or prior to that, because I see myself as a certain type of woman and having a certain type of style. And I'm like, I'm not going to get rid of things within a year anymore unless I'm not thinking through when I'm buying it. I've been really picky with my shopping this year. Like, I feel like I've done less haul videos this year in comparison to the last two because I've not been shopping like that. Like, I've been really holding back this year because I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I really need that. So I've been really picky. And plus, like, I ain't trying to spend too much money. The world is going crazy. I need my coins and I want to pay off business debt that I have. So I've really been like super careful about how much I've been spending on stuff. But them boots that Carlos had to pull off. What boots? What boots he had to pull off? Oh my God, jig my memory. I can't remember what you're talking about. Gotcha. That makes, yeah. Yellow floral skirt. Yellow floral skirt. Was it a midi skirt? I was about to say, where's my phone? But my phone is giving my light. I'm gonna look back. But I met a lot of cool people that day. Like there was a lot of community members in that space that day. And I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was like I don't know what I thought it was gonna be like, You know how like YouTube has things for content creators? I thought it was going to be like a bunch of content creators within the space that work with fashion file. I didn't realize that our community was going to be there. And when I did, I was like, hold on, that's such and such. That's this person. That's this person behind the name. That was cool. Cause I was like, I don't know what other content creators are going to be here. That was a pleasant surprise. What's your feedback on the row? Do you think any with Chanel buying into them? I really don't have a thought on it yet. I need to read a little bit more about it. But to me, it's just like these brands are just doing what they can to make sure that they stay on top. I do think luxury is becoming luxury in a way again. Like you saw that there's like a separation from street fashion, no longer being a part of the luxury sector, which is like so convenient. But I don't know. I have to take a little bit more time with that. Let's do a fashion news video later on. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, I am having a hard time keeping up with the membership videos and have decided I'm going to turn it off for October. I owe y'all videos. I'm going to still post those videos that I owe y'all. But after this month, I cannot commit to the videos that I'm supposed to be doing within the membership space. So I'm going to turn it off. But I would advise y'all to turn off the monthly thing, the reoccurring monthly thing. Because I don't know if I turn it off, if it's going to work. I don't control how they take the money. I really don't. So I'm going to make an announcement on the community post, but I'm going to turn it off. I just feel really bad because I'm so behind on stuff. And it was because of Fashion Week and all this other. It's just too much. And then all the pipeline work that I have is just kind of taking my focus off of things too. And then like our living arrangement too. Like I'm having trouble creating a lot of content because it's like I'm in my head about it. So I'm going to turn it off before I get in too deep. And I don't want to disappoint y'all. So I'm sorry. I want to turn it off. I don't feel good about it. It's like the other thing about like overcommitting and under delivering. It's like it's not my jam, and I don't like that that's showing up like that. So I'm going to turn it off and just get better with my newsletters and things of that nature and do more Q&As. So I'm sorry, and I hate that I'm doing that, but I can't keep up with it like I really want. And I feel like the quality of it, it's not what I wanted. So I'm going to revisit it at a different time. Are y'all mad? Please don't be mad at me. I feel bad. It's just been too tough. Don't cry. The fuck? Don't cry. I just feel bad. Cause it's like y'all paying for it. It's just I can't. I don't want to do it anymore. It's not my thing. I can't do that. I'm not gonna take y'all money and not do what I need to be doing. Like that's not me. Mm-mm. Oh my God, wait. I've been on since 7. You to discuss in 2025 New York trends highlighting new designers who potentially save the fashion geology. I'll definitely take a look at it. Are you gonna try Vlogtober? No, because I'm gonna try the Vlogmas again. So I'm gonna save my energy on that. I don't even know what Vlogtober is, but I'm scared, okay? Just do your best. Make every video a certain amount of time so you don't overwhelm yourself. Try not to go over 30 minutes every time. Is it a daily thing? I don't know. Hey, Mickey. I don't dabble in the haunted things like I used to. It can get serious though, but the Black history, music, art, and food will take up your time. Yeah, yeah. I think you're more intentional about your shopping. Yeah, I'm trying. Like I don't, and a lot of things aren't moving me like they used to. I don't know. You like my Aerie polo? Shop my faves using the link in my bio. No, but seriously though, if you really like, this is an extra large. I did an oversized. Y'all, thank you. The new Bottega thigh high. Y'all, I'm gonna try to break them in again. But that Bottega, I've never. I thought the heel, I thought it wasn't gonna be that bad. That thing wore me out twice. It was a maxi skirt. I'm gonna have to go on Instagram. I'm so sorry because I ain't gonna act like I remember. Like my memory is not jogging. I feel like I need to do things to strengthen my memory because sometimes I'll look on Pinterest at something and be like, oh, let me go on Safari and look something up according to that Pinterest photo. I'll go to Safari 5 seconds later. I will forget why I opened up the app. That is concerning. It is because of this digital world that we're in. Something's going on, and I need to take some ginkgo biloba. Okay. Um, I regret not being legally married. My man died, and his mother tried to take control of everything in the insurance policy. My attorney had to put her in her place. Everything worked out in my favor. That's terrible. That that happened. But I'm glad that the attorney stepped up and did what they needed to do. You was in the background on everyone's blog. That's why I love that. Okay. Ooh, not this battery about to be dying. Wait a minute. That's why I had to get a new computer. So that lower plug doesn't work? Okay. Um mm, mm, I really don't watch my own videos. I don't. I just be I just edit and I see the things when I have to edit. And then afterwards, I'm like, let go and let God. I hope they enjoy it because I'm not going to. I don't want to watch myself. I have to deal with myself all day long. Do y'all know that? The Bottega boots, but it made it to the best. Listen, it was so good. They're so beautiful, but they're painful as shit. I thought I would never say that about a Bottega shoe. Oh yes. The girls, we was all over the place during fashion week. Me and Chi was everywhere, okay? Buy silver and gold, Federal Reserves, fiat, cash is dead, cashless society is upon us. Carlos says that also. Um, as I love them in fashion week. Thank you. It was fun watching all the content for different creators. Many of the gatherings though seem super segregated. What do you mean? What do you mean they seem super segregated? Maybe that's not the best word. When you what gatherings? Which gatherings are you talking about? Will you bring the membership back in the future? Yes, if but it has to make sense and the timing, and maybe I turn it off during certain times of year. I don't know. And I'm thinking of doing something different, but I have to show myself the consistency there first. Um, okay, good. Just don't be mad at me. um, do more live. Okay, I could do more lives. Why don't you still keep the membership and just do YouTube shorts? Because I don't want to take the money. I don't want y'all to be paying for the thing. No, I wanted to have more. It like the offering got to be thick. uh, you know, I'm just gonna, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I do have a lot going on. Um, so I do want to scale back on that so I can create the habit and repetition of other things because I am really not confident in turning the content out for the membership. Like I'll create the concepts and I'm just like, I don't feel this doesn't feel like it's enough. And y'all might love it, but I need to feel really good about it, you know? Uh, just can't yeah, cancel it, because I'm gonna figure out how to close it. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I don't know how I'm supposed to close it. And I don't know if me closing it means it's gonna stop reoccurring the payments. So do what I say. Go on the back end and make sure you cancel the thing, because I don't know. I don't know. ah. Part of being an entrepreneur is experimenting and figuring out what's sustainable and aligned with your business. I'm a recovering perfectionist, so I get it. I'm a member of the Curvy Committee, and you tiny girlies are buying up all that. I'm sorry. Well, it's because, well, I wish that they would just make everything a certain way, and like the aesthetic and the drape that I look for don't come in, like it's not in the small. I'm like, why? It's just too. Everything just feels too tight sometimes. So I'm sorry. I am sorry. Ooh, the eyeballs catching my hair. I didn't try them on. I saw them today at Bergdorf, though. They're beautiful in person. I really like the burgundy pair, but I don't see the point of getting the burgundy pair if I have the Bottega, like brownish kind of caramelish. I just don't make me buy them. Don't make me buy them. Don't do that. You found a sale. Don't make me buy them. Okay, legal trust, it works. When people pass away, family gets different. Yes, they do get different. My mom wasn't cold, and her sisters was acting a fool for money. Yeah, I know all about that. I've seen it. Cheese, that's my girl. I love cheese. Um, yes. Oh, thank you. The growth is happening. I would just want to show up, in the way that I want every single time. That's all that matters. Um, wondering where all the XLs are. They're at my house. um, right. Where are the boots on sale? What are you talking about? Okay, so segregated was not the right word. It just didn't seem like some of our favorite girlies were in some particular spaces. I do think some people didn't go to fashion week because of lifing and just like it making sense. I also think that, which I can understand, because I do think the next time I won't be so event focused. I want to do more of the behind the scenes of the shows if I'm allowed, type of thing. And also there was so many things happening at the same time. Can I tell you? So there was, like, for example, I was supposed to go to the Brandon Blackwood and Grand Marnier event. However, me and Chi were in Brooklyn at the Laquan Smith show. The traffic, the timing, we got to the Brandon Blackwood event. They was not gonna let us in. They closed. They did not care that we were VIP on the list. So I do think there were too many things happening at the same exact time. That was stressful as hell. So I do think some people weren't at everything because everything was happening all at once. Boy, oh boy, did I not enjoy that. I did not like that. That was very stressful. I felt like that's very messy for these, and it's like, damn, none of these brands talk to each other at all. Like y'all don't talk. Y'all didn't know that y'all was throwing a party at the same time, the same day. Okay. Noted. I was stressed. I was stressed. Something I learned. So I tell my husband, everyone, if it's not black ink on paper, mm-hmm, and certified, you lost the battle. I could really use your advice on how to style these white shoes if I were to send you a DM. Send them to me. But I also do have a video that I styled white shoes. And I do feel like a lot, it was in the spring, so it's super transitional to fall now. I noticed that the shows for the top brands that although the models may have gotten more diverse, the audience of the shows certainly have not. No, they have not. No, they have not. Hmm. Can you see? Oh, the nails. This is an old set. So it's almost like my nail, this one broke. So these were supposed to be Madeline cookies and they look like seashells. I was trying to have cookies every time I get a new set, but it looked like a seashell. I tried. I tried. We're going to try again next time, though. But yeah, look, third eye. Sorry, I have to do that every time. Every time. The outnet. What? Mm. I'm glad y'all enjoy the behind the scenes. Jeannie Baker, yes. I want to do that type of style. I hope everything's all right. Y'all coming over here? Oh, they coming. Oh no, they made that left. All right. Um, having gone through this fashion week, would you do what would you do differently? I would not go to all them parties. I don't need to go to those parties. I need to go home. Hmm. I would like to offer um myself to behind the scenes footage to the shows next time, and I would like to be able to interview designers like I did Henry Zankov. um that's what I would like to do differently. And I want to get a camera that looked like one of these things, so it looks a little bit more like organic and fun, the footage that I want to get, but in 4K, clear. But that's what I would not go to those parties. Like, they gonna make me go. She gonna make me go outside like that. They like being outside. I don't like being outside. Um, the nighttime things I don't want to do. I just don't understand why they're out like that. We have to be up early in the morning, you know. Every day started at 9 almost every day. I just didn't understand why they wanted to go out. Their feet didn't hurt. I just did. They're built different. But yes, I would just do the daytime things. And I would be really careful about starting things late at night like I was doing. Mm. My nail lady is Alex Smith. Her Instagram page is Manicurist NYC. She's amazing, and I love her very much. So much. She's the sweetest thing ever. Amazing, amazing. I'm looking at the why that word go all together like that, at the trends for this fall, and I have all of them in my closet that I've never stopped wearing. I had my denim trench coat since, ooh, I love that. I'm glad I didn't purge my closet. Yeah, there's certain things that we should just, if we feel connected to it for whatever reason, don't let it go. Fashion is cyclical. Definitely would love to see you covering New York Fashion Week from behind. I think it would be so much fun. I was thinking the same thing about brands having parties at the same time, especially the black owned ones. Like, why didn't they talk to each other? Y'all, we cannot be in Brooklyn and Manhattan at the same time. Like, what are y'all talking about? Oh, thank you. We are friends. What are you talking about? You should do a fashion review of the week segment. Um, that could be cool. That could be cool. Also, your photo shoot in Bobby Brown even looked. Thank you. That was fun. So I didn't know that I was going to be doing that there. I didn't know they were making content like that with us. And I also did content with Prada Beauty, which I'm going to post, I think, Thursday. There's a lot of stuff I still haven't posted from that week. But thank you. I spent so much money on Uber. I had the nerve to Uber twice today. And the UN is in town. But I needed to Uber home because I had a lot of stuff in my hands. And I didn't want to get on the train with my new boots. I didn't want to get got. Yes, $1,000 on Uber is a lot. Like that was overwhelming. You could be a resident style reporter for YouTube. Yes, I could. Think of CNN's Elsa. Yes, I could. Let's talk to YouTube. What? Oh, hell yeah. Dewana, that was amazing. Come on, young blood. I have vintage items I inherited from my grannies, and I get so many compliments on their clothing. Perfect. Yes, I actually asked one of my aunts about my grandmother's hats because I'm like, I'm gonna need. Y'all not wearing them. Y'all not gonna wear them. Give me her hats. I know they still smell like her. Give me her hat. They kept all her rings. So like, somebody give me a hat. Y'all gonna see the boots. Y'all gonna see the boots. Wait on it. I'm gonna have a little baby haul for my birthday because I didn't because this was expensive. This was a gift, and the boots and something else I had my eye on. We'll do a little quick haul. It's not gonna be that much stuff, but hefty things, investments. Come on, young blood. That David so Dewana young blood. I feel like it's strong. The brands don't give promo for Uber. Some do. Some do, but only one way. Some actually do give both, like you can afford to do both. Like they give over $100, but that's very rare. You know who gave me enough money to go both ways? Serena Williams. Yes, that was very nice of her. She afforded the girls to go to the event and home. Very nice work. And she didn't limit to where you were either. Like sometimes they give you an Uber code and you can only use the Uber code from that street that the event is on. Her code, you can leave her event and like go somewhere else in the city and still use it before 11 p.m. I thought that was very nice, very classy. It was cool seeing you ladies. Head down, that karaoke was a blast. I did have a lot of fun. Thank you, Frida. I have clothes from the 90s, and now my daughters are wearing my stuff. I would loved for my mother to have kept her things. That's another story. That's the best part of having peace from your elders, grannies. Yep. What's the name of that vintage thrift store? Tokyo 7. It was my first time going. It was amazing. I was just thinking about the other day that I want to go to the store and see what they had. You need to shut up. Oh my God. And the thing is, there's no schedule for that. That thing, it did that twice at 3 a.m. the other day. Sometimes it's at 5, sometimes it's at 11 a.m., sometimes it's 3 p.m., and sometimes it's at 8:30. Rude. How rude. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now. It's almost 2 hours. Whenever you decide to have a meet and greet, this Georgia Peach will be there. I love that. Yes, I would like to do another meet. I had one event that I hosted for Dylan Lex. We're going to do something else. We're definitely going to have another one. The trains have become your dog issues. Yes, it has. And I can't even yell out the window to tell them to shut up. So I've accepted this situation. It's just going to do what it's going to do, isn't it? Okay. I'm in the burbs now, so I don't get that anymore. Enjoy your noiseless suburban space. I don't like noiseless though. I need some little bit of noise. A little bit. There's no schedule. I tried to like learn it so I can like film accordingly. It's not helpful. Um, you sound like you're both close to Park Ave near Metro North. No, I'm not near Metro North. You know what's funny though? I think there's a train that I see, but it's actually really far from us. That's not Metro North though. That's some other little chugga chugga chugga. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what it's there for. I don't know why it's so frequent. My daughter, who is 17, wore my homecoming dress to her homecoming. Oh my God, I love that. Oh, I love that. 55 and fabulous. Love the sounds in New York City. I'm glad you do because sometimes I would I yell at the train, but it's just to relieve my stress. But anywho's in. Ah, it was so nice talking with y'all. Come on, London. I will definitely do a meet and greet in London. I do have I do have a good community there, and I would just stay in my auntie house. I know how to get around. I knows how to get around in London. I would love to do a meet and greet in London. What? But I feel like it would be intimate. Like it would be like 10 of us. And I'm happy with that. Um Next stop, New Rochelle. I well, never say never, because I did say I would never move to the Bronx or Bushwick, and look what happened. Um Burbs are blissful. I grew up in the burbs. I do get good sleep out there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. That's some good sleep y'all get. The Metro North makes noise like that too. I would come to London too. All right, y'all. Sometimes I'm gonna go. Shut the fuck up. Oh, just I didn't curse. I'm gonna go. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great rest of the week. Stay safe out there. Um, to that train, but it's fine because we're done. We're done. They thought they was gonna no, but they're not. I'll see y'all later. Okay, I'm gonna save this live. I'll see y'all on my episode on Thursday. Okay. Bye, cookies. Thank you for spending time with me. Yes, thumbs up the live. I'll see y'all later. Swing, where have you been? All right, y'all. Bye.